Welcome, friends, to an extra special episode of A VGM Journey. And I'm your host, The Messenger. The track that we're playing into today's show is Turkey Day from the game Animal Crossing New Horizon. And it was composed by Yumi Takahashi. I got a real fun show for you guys, and by I mean we, because I have a special guest with me.
Hi, I'm Carly.
So what kind of show do you have planned out for us today, Carly?
Well, I thought we could take the audience on a journey of Thanksgiving and holiday-related memories and just talk about Thanksgiving and fall.
Well, that's cool. Did I mention that you picked out every track for this show?
I did pick all the tracks.
I mean, did I mention that?
No, I guess you didn't.
Well, I'm bringing it up now. And I say let's kick things off with another track. This one's coming from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. The track is the Wondaria Dream Parade, and it was composed by Hirokazu Ando. That track that you just heard, that was the Wondaria Dream Parade from the game Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and it was composed by Hirokazu Ando. So, Carly, why this track?
Well, it has the word parade in it, and it's pretty upbeat, so it's like something you would hear in the Thanksgiving Day parade, and that's just something I do every year is watch the parade, and I was always excited to do that as a kid. And my favorite floats were Pikachu, and I liked watching the Ronald McDonald car. Did you have a favorite float?
I wasn't really like a big watcher of the parades, but I think I remember seeing Sonic the Hedgehog one time, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And have you played Kirby in the Forgotten Land?
No, I haven't, but I've watched you play it, and I really like the art in it.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And the game itself, I think it's quite a bit of fun. It's been a little while since I played it, and I've never finished it or anything like that. But the soundtrack is really good, and I think this is a really good pick. How you feeling about going to our next track?
I'm excited.
Let's see. Okay. You went with this track from Cooking Mama 2, Dinner with Friends. The track is BGM number 3, and it was composed by Masayoshi Ishi. Alrighty, that track that you guys just listened to, that was BGM number 3 from the game Cooking Mama 2, Dinner with Friends, and it was composed by Masayoshi Ishi. Alright, Carly, so why this track?
Okay, so this track I had in mind because, Cooking Mama, it relates to cooking, and on Thanksgiving Day, either your mom or somebody in the family is usually whipping up something in the kitchen all day and working hard, and this song just reminds me of that. I actually played a lot of Cooking Mama, and this one's really fun because there's different sections where you can cook items and get achievements for cooking meals for different members of Mama's family and friends. So what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ham.
Ham.
Well, yeah, I mean, ham's pretty good. I know that's like a good alternative to turkey, but, I always look forward to like mashed potatoes and corn, and I don't know, sometimes like the dinner rolls are really nice too.
I like sweet potatoes and green bean casserole, and yeah, dinner rolls are really good. Stuffing with gravy.
Yeah, that is a lot of good stuff. And I was just thinking, Cooking Mama 2, was that the one that we played together a little bit? Like it had like a multiplayer mode? Or was that a different one? I don't 100% remember.
I think it was. I know some of the Cooking Mama games have like this multiplayer mode where there's just, I guess you could call them mini games where you're just making one meal or one food, and like it's like peel the potato or cut the onion, and you're just seeing who can do it the fastest. And I always thought that was really fun. I'm really good at it.
You sure are. You sure are. Well, we're going to go from one Thanksgiving tradition to another, and I think we're going to play a track from a football game. You know, we all love football.
Football.
So I decided to go with this short little track from Super Play Action Football. This is the menu theme, and this was composed by Yoshiki Nishimura. Alright, that track that you guys just listened to, that was the menu theme from Super Play Action Football, and it was composed by Yoshiki Nishimura. I've just now thought about this, but I don't think you picked this track. I think this was the only track that you didn't pick.
Yeah, I had the idea for a football track, but I wanted you to pick it because you're more of a football expert. I'm more of a, I would say, social fan. I like having the atmosphere of football in the background, but I'm not the biggest fan.
And I think this was one retro football game that I just thought had a pretty good soundtrack. And actually, really and truly, I wanted to play the title theme music, but I actually played that in a previous episode, and I just thought to bring something else instead. But this is still a really good song, and yeah, I mean, you know, just like parades and turkey and stuff. I mean, football, it is a huge part of American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but it is always been on in the background during the holidays, so it's just something I'm used to, and it brings up all kinds of memories.
So I did show you a little bit of gameplay from Super Play Action Football, and what was your take?
It is not what I expected. I thought it would be kind of just like Tecmo Bowl, which I've watched you play that before. I was not expecting isometric. I kind of don't like looking at it, but I don't know. Maybe the game is fun enough to make up for that.
It's okay. It's just okay. I think really the biggest thing that's got going for it is it does have the National Football League license, so you could play as the various different teams. Go Steelers. And the soundtrack's pretty good too. But yeah, it's just an okay game. The isometric view is odd. I would have done something completely different than that. But I'm not a game developer, so what do I know? I say let's move on to our next track, and this one's a really popular one. It's Sweet Sweet Canyon from Mario Kart. It's Sweet Sweet Canyon from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it was composed by the Mario Kart Band. that track that you just listened to, that was Sweet Sweet Canyon from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or just Mario Kart 8, and it was composed by the Mario Kart Band. So, once again, I'm going to ask you this. Why this track?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. I thought, Sweet Sweet Canyon, desserts, Thanksgiving Day desserts, and I just wanted to talk about that. So, what's your favorite dessert?
Ice cream.
That's right, you don't like pie. Yeah, I'm exposing the fact that you don't like pie to the whole world.
I'm not a pie guy. I mean, I'm sure it's all great and dandy and all that. It's just not, it's really not for me.
It's okay. I love pie. I love apple pie, cherry pie, any kind of cobbler, and then sometimes people bring cookies. I've just always had a big sweet tooth, and I understand that you don't like pie. I still love you anyways.
Yeah, I love you too. So, what's your experience with Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Oh, I've played a lot of it. You and I have played together, and I think playing with you has made me better. I'm like training to keep up with you.
Yeah, it's definitely been a real good time playing. And I know we were all about the booster course pass and all the various different DLC tracks and
I hope they add some DLC to Mario Kart World.
well, I was going to say that we haven't been playing as much Mario Kart 8 as of late just because of Mario Kart World. We've been playing that quite a bit. And yeah, I totally agree with you. They should add DLC. And I guess going back to Sweet Sweet Canyon, that track is actually pretty cool. I know it's pretty early in the game kind of track. I think it's on the Mushroom Cup. And the whole aesthetic of it being all like dessert themed, I think that's really cool.
I think it's cute.
It's definitely a good time. And I think that's gonna just about do it for the show today. If you guys like what you've been listening to, have your friends check out the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, maybe if they haven't already taken the show down. There's YouTube, and you could also check us out on TerraPlayer, which is the home for various different video game and video game music podcasts. It's definitely a good time. You can email the show at vgmjourney@yahoo.com, and you could also check us out on both X and Blue Sky at VGM Journey. We also have a Discord server for the show, which I will provide a link for that in the show notes, where you could hang out with your fellow VGM journeymen and talk about games, music, and even look at some cool art. We're going to play things out with one more track, and it's coming from the game Garden Story. The track is Autumn Town, the day version, and it was composed by Grahm, Nesbitt.
I just wanted to say thank you for having me on, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And the reason I picked this track was because, it's autumn, and at the end of your day, when you've already eaten all the food, cooked all the food, you might want to take a nice relaxing nap. And this song is really calm, and it might put you to sleep.
Well, that's really cool, and I'm glad that you're bringing that. And I also just want to tell everyone, happy Thanksgiving, and have a good one. Hey, it's the messenger from the future, pretty much. I just want to say, listening back to the recording, that I never thanked Carly being on the show on the recording. So I just want to say, hey, thank you for coming on the show. You were a really great guest, and please don't make me sleep on the couch.